Hi and welcome to the final part of my Zwift Academy series. Today we're going to look at my results, compare them to before Zwift Academy and also do a bit of a roundup of how I felt it went. So let's get on with the video now. So I'm on the bike and I'm about to do the ramp test to see how I've improved over these last 8 weeks. So to sum up, I've done 8 workouts, I've done 4 group rides, 2 segmented group rides and 1.5 races. All the videos are online now, so you can go back and watch them, and if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. So yeah, today's the ramp test. I'm going to do it now, but before I do it, I just want to show you the bike that you get at the end of Zwift Academy. So I'll quickly cut away to that now. So let's have a quick look at the bike that you get for completing Zwift Academy. So we'll head over to the garage now, go into frame, and it's already been selected, and that's the Academy Road 2021. So at the beginning of Zwift Academy, I actually thought you unlocked this as part of completing the first event for some reason, because someone online had said that happens, but that didn't happen. If you watch that video, you'll have seen me check and not get it. Turns out you get it at the end, so now I have the bike. That's really cool. And also it's supposed to be one of the best bikes on Zwift as well. So if you just type in Academy Road Zwift on YouTube and watch other videos of people comparing it, and all round it's supposed to be the best bike you can get. So it's the one I'm going to use from now on. Okay, so let's go and look at the ramp test now. Okay, so we're just in the warm up now. I can't actually remember how I did this last time. It's the free ride that I'm in at the moment. So I do this for 5 minutes, and then starting at 100 watts you do a minute, and then every minute it increases by 20 watts. And yeah, I'm a little bit biased this time because I know that last time I failed about halfway through the 360 watt minute. So yeah, I've got this little thing in the back of my mind that I need to prove that this was kind of worth the effort, and I need to make sure that I finish that segment. So I think I'm going to pretty quickly get out of breath doing this, so we'll go to a voiceover again now. Okay, so I think this is going to be pretty quick. There's not a lot to watch here, so I'm just going to keep skipping over throughout the different power levels. As I said before, you do a minute at each power and it increases by 20 watts every minute. And it's looking at the average power that you manage to maintain for at least a minute, and then it does some calculation on that. I'm sure it's some really simple calculation by just timesing it by a factor, and that gives you your apparent FTP. It was pretty apparent that it wasn't the best sort of test for me last time because I got an increased FTP in the first race back to the figure that I was kind of expecting. But anyway, let's repeat it because if it's the same test, it doesn't really matter if it's bad for me, it still gives us something to compare to. As said, I think I'm a bit biased in this because my aim in my head is just to beat that 360 watt segment that I didn't manage to beat last time. So yeah, as we can see, it gets progressively harder just as you'd expect, and then all of a sudden I pretty much run out of steam and I managed to complete the 360 watt segment, but I think that's just because I really want to kind of prove to myself that it was worth it. And then we get into the 380 watt segment and then just pretty much die, stop, give up, and then we end up with an FTP of 271 watts. Okay, so that's how I got on in Zwift Academy. After the second ramp test, I ended up with an FTP of 271, which is a bit lower than what I got last time I did a race, which was about 290, something like that, I think. But we're comparing it to the last ramp test. So the first one I got 264, so that's an increase of 7 watts, about 2.6%. But I think we could all agree that it's just a negligible gain. I don't think there was any gain from me doing Zwift Academy, but I think that is not because Zwift Academy is particularly bad. I think it's because in the run-up to Zwift Academy, I'd been doing a lot of cycling. I'd been in France cycling. I'd had a really good summer in the UK cycling, and my fitness level was pretty high. I came back to the UK at the end of September, and the only thing I really did throughout the whole of Zwift Academy was Zwift Academy, which was just 2 sessions on the turbo a week, which is way less than I'd been doing previously. So what I think Zwift Academy helped me achieve is, in a period where it was quite hard to get cycling in because I had work commitments and also because the weather outside was really bad in the UK for pretty much all of October, it meant that I was getting on the bike, I was getting some exercise in, I was doing a little bit of training, which meant that I maintained at my level of fitness. I think Zwift Academy wasn't particularly hard at all. I think you could make it harder by pushing yourself further. I don't think I did that. I think I just did the minimum required to pass it, if I'm honest with you. And I think it was a good thing for me at the end of the day, because it did help me to maintain my fitness in a period where I might not have done otherwise. So that's my sort of feelings of Zwift Academy. It was a really good thing for me to do just because it kept me engaged and it kept me cycling when I didn't always feel like cycling. It's over, and to be honest with you, I'm glad it's over. I've actually let my Zwift membership lapse for now. I'm going to try and get out on the bike as much as possible, although that's really difficult at the moment because it's really icy out. But yeah, I guess that's what it is. I think it was a good thing to do. I think I didn't gain any fitness by doing it, but I didn't lose any either, which is perhaps more important. And yeah, that's how Zwift Academy was for me. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, please ask in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.